thing here and tie this around your back.
本当はここにびっしり米が入っています。はい、すぐ攻撃されるとやられちゃう。
Wow. Once again, just pull all the way to the bottom of the tank. That's kind of where everything will rest. Sake that's shot back to one of the tanks.
And it's not slimy, but it's not collapsed. Wow.
1930年代ぐらいにここに置かれたタンクになります。
Number oneは。
Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going on a tour of the Takano Sake Brewery in Niigata City, Japan. We'll have a detailed tour of the brewery facilities, concluding with a lunch and sake tasting. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get going.
Takano Shuzo. He's going to be going more in depth into the actual process of creating sake, and you're going to be going through the actual factory, looking at all the equipment they're using. So this is just kind of the basics, and we're going to learn a little more in depth in our next tour. So if you have any questions at all, especially for the president of the company who will be giving us this tour, please feel free at any time to ask a question. If you can ask in Japanese, that's great. If you can't speak Japanese that well, you can just ask me in English and I can translate that over to the president and he can answer that for you. So let's have a good time, okay?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Let's have a good time.
Here we are, the Takano Sake Brewery, a gem nestled in the western part of Niigata City. Let's head inside. Before the tour begins, we're welcomed in the meeting room by the president with a briefing on what makes Takano Brewery unique. Time to get suited up for the tour. So let's start exploring the Takano Sake Brewery, where we can take a peek at the secrets of this ancient craft.
So at this moment, right now, he only has this much here, which is very little. Usually when it first comes in, there's just tons of rice here.
This is the rice washing and steaming area. Here, the rice is washed to remove excess starch, then steamed to the perfect texture, ensuring it's ready to absorb the koji mold in the next stage.
If you would like. Once again, please watch your step. It's a little slippery. Directly above the first floor where we just saw the kind of rice washing machine. Alright, so that washed rice will come up through the pipe, and it's going to be putting that onto this conveyor belt here, which comes over here and drops it in this machine. It's going to go very slowly through this machine, all the way over here, and this is going to take 1 hour in here, and usually it's around 100 Celsius. Alright, so I was just saying, they need to prepare the rice to a perfect temperature for the next process.
Next, we see the koji room, a warm cedar-lined space where steamed rice is inoculated with koji mold. This critical step initiates the fermentation process, converting rice starches into fermentable sugars.
日本酒で使う酵母っていうのが弱いんですよ。すぐ攻撃されるとやられちゃうんですよね、日本酒の酵母っていうのは。はい。増やします。
Alright, so the reason they increase the amount of yeast in these kind of small.
From the koji room, we move to the fermentation tanks. Towering stainless steel vessels line this space, each containing a bubbling mixture of steamed rice, water, and yeast. This is where science and art converge, as the master brewers monitor temperature and timing to create sake with depth and character.
Wow. Be careful.
Oh, be careful, be careful. Once again, watch your step and have one.
Wow. I'm already tipsy.
Get ready to roll up your sleeves. Here, we were given the chance to try our hand at mixing the mash, a rare, hands-on opportunity to stir the future sake as it ferments. It's fascinating to feel the texture and understand the labor behind this iconic drink.
Just pull all the way to the bottom of the tank. That's kind of where everything will build up. And you want to just take and kind of with force, as you can see him, pull up on this mixture to kind of. Alright, so this is called a yabuta. This is the machine that's going to take what you were just stirring in that tank, and it's going to compress that and just leave you with the actual sake. Alright, so the freshly pressed sake that's shot back to one of their tanks, that's going to sit for about another 2 or 3 months and actually mature in a tank. They don't ship directly from here, so that's going to just sit for about, as you said, 2 to 3 months. And then after that, that'll be when the actual bottling process starts.
The tour continues to the aging and storage room, where sake is allowed to mature. This step allows the flavors to develop complexity and balance.
And it's not sunny. If it's sunny, then it's
でここがですね、1899年の創業当時から建っている蔵になります。126年前に建てられた蔵ですね。
Alright, so he was just saying that this storage house, this was built actually back in 1899, so this is 126 years of history.
はい、じゃあ寒いんで中に入ります。
Alright, so he said it's cold, so let's go into another place. It's probably cold.
126年前の建物なんで、すごく古い。
wow.
Rows of tanks showcase the patience and precision that define sake craftsmanship. Some of these tanks are almost 100 years old.
Alright, so what he was just saying, for everyone who's back there, is this is the oldest tank here. This is from 1930.
皆さんのこう両側にこうちょっと赤しゃけたこうタンクが並んでいると思うんですけども、このタンクはだいたい1930年代ぐらいにここに置かれたタンクになります。
Alright, so these tanks that are to your left and right here are usually around the age of 1930s, 1940s-ish.
でこの建物でですね、酒を絞って完成したお酒をこのタンクの中に入れて、保存する貯蔵するための、建物になります。
Finally, we visited the bottling area, where the sake is filtered, pasteurized, and bottled. But now it's time to head back to the meeting room for lunch and a sake tasting and food pairing experience. Today, we are trying 6 different sakes, an umeshu plum liqueur and a yuzushu liqueur.
Number 2, the alcohol percentage is higher in this compared to this first one, as previously stated, and this is going to have a more kind of crisp, dry flavor compared to this.
最後は物見に
Which do you do that?
All of them.
Best answer.
Well, that's all. A nice ending to an interesting day. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the Takano Sake Brewery. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.